Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry with simplertrading.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to give you a couple of ideas in the market that we're currently facing, because there's no doubt that things have become a bit more volatile. With the increase in the 10-year yields, you've seen a lot of growth stocks really take a beating here lately. And given how Thursday closed, it didn't set things up especially well. It's to say that I could see more selling into Friday and then potentially even into Tuesday. Now remember, Monday, the markets will be closed for Martin Luther King Day, so it doesn't set up the, Friday into margin call Monday like people will sometimes look for. But I think there's something you look for tomorrow to say, who knows exactly how things open, give it some time to digest, see how it comes through. But if you roll over into Friday afternoon and then really drop on Tuesday, you can either play that move short if that's what you like and if that's what unfolds, but then from there beginning to think that you could have some type of a pit bull low effect, or where everybody panics in and buys puts, and then that's just enough to see the markets drift higher Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then into Friday, which will be our first monthly expiration of 2022. So those are just a few big picture concepts I want you to keep in mind, along with this relationship of the 10-year yield. Now, these are your old breakout points. So does that hold? Well, that creates one type of environment. But if you get below the breakout points, maybe we come back a little bit further into range, and that'll make it easier to play things to the buy side. So that is one kind of internal I would have you look at. And then there are two others, because when things become volatile and you see a little bit more, maybe what I would call emotional trading as opposed to technical trading, you want to look into a couple of sentiment readings that I think can be very helpful. Now, on this put call chart, even though there's a few things on it, I want you to focus on it in a very basic way. And that's to say, back here, when we saw that put call ratio get back up into 0.85, that was the highest reading we'd seen in the past 21 days. And it was pretty much what you needed to put that short-term low in equities, right? Everybody panics, comes in and buys puts, elevating this ratio. And then, of course, they all kind of get their dreams crushed. Then, just yesterday, comes back to the total other end, where a very complacent market, participants all back to buying calls. What I want you to take away from this, in the spot where if you're trying to get short, maybe you run those shorts until the put call ratio makes this new high back up above 0.85. If you are looking for an opportunity to buy, then you wait for that to be hit. You wait for this reading to show up. It will look like blood in the streets and there will be a lot of selling, but subsequently you usually start to find a meaningful bottom somewhere inside there, and then use that way of thinking in conjunction with a study of the VIX. All of this comes with a caveat that, the selling could become quite exaggerated. You know how things get when they get emotional. So you've got to take this and really understand it with a big picture outlook, and know that I won't be able to call the low to the tick, but it's just looking at this squeeze in the VIX that unfolded previously. You see how that signal has to fire, drive the VIX up outside the upper Bollinger Band, and then volatility reverts to the mean. You have that same signal that is forming right now. So there's a very real potential that the VIX pops up here, drives you up into something like that 28, maybe 30. And then if that were to happen on Tuesday or Wednesday, that's when you look to try to sell puts and grind the markets higher into the expiration Friday, letting all that volatility come out of it. And if it unfolds in that way, I think it'll be a great roadmap to, at the very least, have in the back of your mind. So I hope you find that helpful and it brings something to your trading as you get into it next week. You guys have a good run at it, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.